I hope you.
I mean, I like PNP in the top three. Got to put her in there.
Mhm.
Shouts out to because I go to everybody's stream. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I go to everybody's stream
So
from
is
the
there
people who on
that
the people
stand
who on
out?
the
Seems like
huh?
it's hard to answer your top three. Are there streamers that stand out to you?
Um, yeah, it is. Like I said, it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I go to everybody's stream. Like I genuinely do. Like I said, I go to the bottom of the page to the new people who don't have no badge and who ain't got no dimes, and I work my way up. I go all the way up. I go from the bottom to the top. So I mean, Kiki, I love Kiki stream. Kiki stream is always exciting. Shouts out to Kiki.
Is she your top?
She a top three. BNP Kiki, and I'm gonna go Texas State of Mind. She always doing something in there. She a busybody.
Okay, okay, okay. So your top three favorite streamers is PNP, Kiki, Do You Love Me, and Texas State of Mind.
Hey,
Now,
everybody else that's outside the top three,
you
don't hate
in
me. I love y'all.
this room right now.
Huh?
He's definitely
I
jealous.
knew all three of them had to be in here.
If
You
you don't say
smart.
her
Oh,
name,
Nikki. Oh my God, Nikki. Look, see, look,
Uh,
see.
don't
Oh my
backpedal,
God.
backpedal. He said what he said and he meant it. Okay. Nah,
Nikki,
so
I didn't see you.
let's take it. Let's take it back as far as you can remember. Give us a bit of your background. When was you born? What city you was born in? Who was you raised by? How many siblings did you have? A little detail into your
All right,
past.
so I'm from Atlanta. I was born in Grady Hospital, real Grady baby. I was raised by my mother and father. Um, before they got married, they both had separate children, so it's 13 of us, and I'm the youngest child.
Mm,
But I came up on Glenwood. I grew up on the east side.
13 children. Now, was all 13 children living in the home together?
No, I would say probably about 7 or 8 of us in the house at one time. Because my dad is older than my mom. When they met, he was 55, she was 25. So he slid through there. Yeah, he went up through there. He was not playing.
That's a 30-year difference.
It ain't had nothing to do with me. That's how I got here. I can't question it.
So, how many kids your mama and daddy have together?
Just me. I'm the only one.
Ah, got you. Got you. How many boys, how many girls in the house?
It'll be 8 boys, 5 girls.
8 boys, 5 girls.
so
How
you all
was
share the same mom but different dads, right?
Not like so. In my mother previous marriage, all the kids got the same dad. In my dad previous marriage, all of them had the same mom.
Okay.
Got you. How did that make you feel? Like everybody else had the same mother and father, but you just
It didn't make me feel no type of way because everybody showered me with love. I was the baby, so everybody loved me on both sides. So like on my dad's side with his kids, I could always go over there and hang out. I never got treated no differently. And of course, these my mama kids, so you know what I'm saying. These my brothers and my sister.
got you. Got you. So tell me a little bit, like tell me some of your greatest memories, like when you was a kid and being with your siblings and mom and dad.
Okay, so like on Saturday mornings, our dad used to wake us up at like 7 a.m. He used to make us go out to the garage and we used to have to work on cars. I hated it. I love it now. Back then, I hated it. I hated it because I played basketball and football. So I wanted to go hang out. I wanted to go play all day. But no, he would get us up at 7 a.m. We'll go snatch a motor out one car, put it in another car. We'll be done about 7 to 8 that night. Get something to eat. I'm too tired. I'm going to sleep. But
So from
that used to be every Saturday.
that
Yeah,
night,
we used to be there all day, all day. Might take a little break and get something to eat. So, and it's hot. It's the summertime too. It's hot. Or it's the wintertime. It's cold. I used
right?
to hate it with a passion.
Is that what your dad did for a living when he was a mechanic?
Nah, my dad, he drove trucks for 32 years and then he retired. And then he started driving charter buses. And then he transitioned later on in his life to driving school buses.
To drive in school bus?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So shorter trips, pretty much. What about your mom?
My mom, she was an entrepreneur. She worked jobs here and there. Like she used to work at South Cab Mall. She used to work jobs, but mostly my dad took care of her. He let her be a stay at home mom because you gotta know this the '90s and early 2000s. It was a different time. So he financially took care of everything, and he let her just do what she's supposed to do as a mom and hold down the house. So she was I would say she was a homemaker, but on the side, my mom still was a hustler. She was doing what she had to do, try to bring some more money in because they locked in, they married, so she didn't want the burden just to be on him. So she did her part
Right.
as well.
Got you. Are they still together now?
Nah, both my parents are deceased. My father died in 2016, and my mother died at 2021 when COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How when that happened, how did you take it, and then how did the family take it?
When my dad died, I mean, it was tough and it was hard on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we I kind of seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? Because he was older. You understand? I was 55 when he was born. I mean, when I was born, he was 55. So he's always been older, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things he was going through with diabetes, gout. He had beat cancer one time. So I mean, he was an older guy. And
Yeah.
he wasn't conforming to see he old school. He wouldn't be like, this doctor saying I got this, I ain't got nothing. So he didn't take the same precautions he could have medically because old folk be stubborn. Ain't
How old,
hearing nothing.
how old was he when he passed?
77.
Mm.
And your mom?
My mom, she died at 21, so that would have made her 61 years old. But my mother had been sickly. She had got diabetes, so she was dealing with that. And then, but she really did catch COVID. So when she caught COVID the first time, they had put her on a ventilator. They flew her down to um, Macon Memorial Hospital. That's in Georgia. And so she was in a coma for like 2 weeks. So then when she came up out of there, that's when she came to live with me. I took care of her to a certain point. Well, my brother and them, they made a decision that they should put her with a home caretaker because I go to work. So it wasn't nobody there with her at certain times. Like she would be there with my children, but at certain times, like she needed some real supervision and some real help. So then she caught COVID again, and that's how she passed. She was in the hospital for probably about 4 days, and then they seen her health declining. So when then we said our final goodbye.
Gotcha.
Was
That
diabetes her only underlying health issues?
Well, come to find out later on, she had I think she had lung cancer. She didn't even tell her. She
Mm.
didn't even tell her. She kept it to herself. I don't know why. I mean, I could know why. I would say I would know why because she didn't want to put that burden on. Because once again, she old school too. She not gonna tell you about her problems or issues that she had going on. That's something that she gonna try to face within herself. And so I feel like she kept that away from us, but I had found out afterwards.
Gotcha.
all right. So just to make sure, because I remember earlier you said when your daddy met your mama, your dad was 55, your mom was 25.
Yeah,
But you said in 2017, your your daddy passed away.
he was 77.
He was 77, right? Um, your dad passed away, and then your mom passed away in 2020,
2021. Yeah,
2021. And how old was she?
I think she would be 61 because she was born in 60, so she would be 60.
We'll doing the math.
Yeah, because it's not really technically a 30-year difference in their age.
Like 25 ish, 27, 20, it's somewhere up in there. Because my dad was 55, she was 25. No, I'm sorry. She was 30. She was 30. If she was 30.
Got you. All right, so let's talk about your childhood, right? When you was a kid in school, what type of kid were you?
Oh, man, I used to get in trouble. I used to get in trouble a lot. Because I used to do what I wanted to do. It was going to be my way. And it led to a lot of trouble. Suspensions, in school suspension. But I was a straight A student, though. That's the crazy part. I had straight A, but I just couldn't stay out of trouble.
And what kind of trouble would you get in? Can you share like some moments of when you got in trouble?
I mean, fight, of course, fights, skipping school, not showing up. Just go over there. Like, you know what? I ain't even do this today. I'll try it again tomorrow. I just leave. Go and do what I want to do.
So when you say fights, right? Tell me one of the biggest fights you remember, and how did it
All
happen?
right, so we was in the gym, we playing basketball, people started talking shit. Oh no, this future show, talking trash. So then it was one guy, he was a big guy. He probably like 6'2". You know what I'm saying? I was small in school, man. I probably like 5'3", 5'4". I was look. So he was talking trash. And I went backing down for him. So he like, man, I ain't even worried about you. So he had got somebody else to try to fight me. So we went to the locker room. We got the fight in there. There was probably about 40, 50 people in there. They started throwing stuff, banging people's heads into the locker. Everybody had got in trouble for that. They shut us down for that one.
But
That
what
was
did
crazy.
not
Huh?
what did you do?
Oh, what you mean? I got on their top. I got on their top.
So you just
Like,
started well people?
yeah, no, I popped the fight off. I knew we was finna fight. I wasn't finna wait on him to hit me. I popped it off. I ain't crazy. Then
Gotcha.
I felt like they were gonna jump me too. So I was like, let me go ahead. I'm finna get somebody.
Did you
They
have
gonna
your
get me.
of people that was there fighting too, or was it just like you by yourself, but having everybody pop off on each other?
Yeah, it was crazy because it was like people came from people who weren't even in the gym. They came from different ways, and so I don't know because they cut the lights off too, so it got crazy. So I just seen a lot of people. Like I said, I just like, oh, it's finna go down. I popped it off, and then they cut the lights off. It went crazy, man. I'm talking about it went crazy.
And what grade were you in when this happened?
That was ninth grade.
So, and you were in the ninth grade. Oh, okay. You brought it to the ninth grade. So, in elementary, did you
Oh,
get
elementary?
fights in
Nah,
elementary?
I ain't really had nothing going on in elementary. Nah, elementary, I was just getting in trouble. Yeah. I ain't
Gotcha.
never really had no beef with nobody because everybody. I feel like everybody they dealt with me accordingly because I show everybody respect.
Right. Do you feel like you were an introvert or extrovert?
Uh, Both. Sometimes I just want to be left alone, but sometimes I want to be the life of the party. I want
Gotcha.
everybody to see me.
Were you suspended for that fight?
Yeah, they had suspended me for 20 days.
20
What
days?
Yeah, they
days?
gave me 20. Yeah, they said I enticed the riot.
And how were you reprimanded by your parents for that?
Woo, woo. Man, my mom took my car. She took video games, TV. She stripped my room down. The only thing that was in my room was books and mattress and cover. Took brand new clothes, took
Hold
shoes.
on on that.
You gonna wear that old stuff now.
It sounds like as a kid you were pretty fortunate.
He said he has was
Yeah,
spoiled by everybody.
I ain't gonna say I was spoiled. They made it hard for me. They ain't never spoiled me. They made me work for everything that I obtained from them.
The reason why I made that assessment is because you're referring to a fight you had in the ninth grade, right? So if you had a fight in the ninth grade and the first thing you said they took was a car, they were able to afford to get you a car. Oh, you was lit. You was lit. Would you consider yourself lit, or did you feel like I struggled?
Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like we struggled because see, once again, I came up on Glenwood. And a lot of people be trying to say that as a claim to fame. Like, nah, I really was over there for real. Off of Belvedere, off of Candler Road, like for real, for real. It ain't peaches and cream like everybody try to make it out to be. It really was it was treacherous. It really, man, I'm talking about it was dangerous. Somebody tried to set our house on fire one time, like with a Molotov. Bah! They tried to set the house on fire. Like it really was like that out there. And you gotta understand, I got older brothers and siblings, so they out there going and getting into stuff.
Yeah.
I'm younger. The next sibling to me is 8 years. So, if I'm 8, they 16. So they getting into teenage stuff. They bringing drama to the house. But I mean, I really feel like I ain't gonna say we struggle. It's kind of like it was like some middle class. Now that I know there are different variations of financially where you sit at on the totem pole. So I feel like we was middle class, but we was lower middle class because it ain't like we just had money. Yeah, we took a couple vacations here and there, but from my mama kept it. Look, she kept us humble. If we did have money, I ain't know about it.
Okay. So So now let's move up to relationships or first crush, I should say. What age were you when you had your first crush?
My first crush was, I would say I was 14, and the female she was 19.
You said you were wait, you were
14.
you was 14, she was 19.
Yeah,
So before that, you didn't have no crushes, you ain't have no girlfriend?
I mean, little school girlfriends. I mean, but that wasn't nothing. That was just, it wasn't even that serious. It wasn't nothing to even mention or speak about for somebody to say they were my
Nothing
girlfriend.
on your mind when you was younger.
Huh?
Girls wasn't something on your mind when you was younger.
No, I was playing sports. I was knee deep in sports. Like I really was. Like I love basketball, and I was focused. I
Was
was
your
focused.
favorite? Did you play on the basketball team?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you starting five?
Star five with a star. Tell you what going on. Like no matter what school I went to, I was a star for real. Like I had scholarships to play basketball. But I mean, we're gonna get into that later on as the questions transition. But we
What,
have to get to that part of the story. Huh?
what was your position?
I was a point guard. Come on, man. I was small.
Got you, got you,
Yeah,
got
big man.
you. So you turned 14 and boom. Well, do you remember her name?
Yeah, her name Gladys Oakley. Hey,
Glad.
you know what's crazy? She was on here. She was on POL.
Are you serious? Glad
Yes, I see her on POL.
grandma was on here.
Yeah. Hey, I see her on POL. That shit was crazy. I mean, that stuff was crazy.
You know what? If I do remember, Texas State of my real name is Gladys. Is that what you talking about?
Texas.
She looked like
Nah,
a.
me and Texas been broke up. She didn't want to act right.
Oh man! So boom. Tell me where she was walking at, and how was you feeling? Like, what thoughts came across your mind?
Man, she really had me twisted. She had me twisted like a pretzel. I don't know what it was. I don't know if she was older. She was telling. I'm talking about, man, she had it going on. You know what I'm saying? She was come pick me up, hang out with me and everything. My mom find out she spazzed out. But of course, as she should. Did I clap Gladys cheeks? Oh, well, I'll get to that. So
Nah, what with? What you mean? Go ahead. So wait. So you tell me what was your first interaction? Describe your first interaction.
all
What
right,
was
so I was talking. It's crazy. It's so crazy. So I can't even remember how I met them. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, because they stayed in Brunswick. So it was one chick I was talking to. She was my age. She was 16. I call that my age group. But
right?
she was 16. I was talking to her. But then I started talking to her friend, and that was Gladys' cousin. So I had went through both of them before I had got to Gladys. That's how I ended up talking to her. Because what I used to do is we used to have a little prepaid phone back in the day, the singular wireless phones, and you could have like up to 20 people on the line. So I used to just call everybody number and I just click them in. So we'll have like this big old phone party and we just hanging out. And so I get they like the way I was just talking. They like the lingo. They like the energy. And so that's how I started interacting with the other women or the other females, I should say, because I was just 14. But start interacting with the other females, and that's how I got the Gladys.
Got you. So when you got to Gladys or whatever, was Gladys automatically feeling you?
Yeah. Well, definitely. Nah, we linked in. But like I said, I was 14. She was 18, 19. So, she
Right.
really technically
Well,
a grown woman.
what did she say that made you know she was feeling you? What was the look? What was the? How did you know it was okay to approach her like that?
She started showing up to my basketball games. She
Mm.
started sitting in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It made me play way better. But she just started showing up because she stayed in Brunswick. And that's a long drive. That's by Savannah. So it's like a 4 hour drive. And so she used to drive and come see me. Which now is crazy. It's really creepy now because she really a grown woman messing with 14-year-olds. Just being real about the situation. So it's not a badge of honor. It's really sickening and disappointing when you look at it from an adult's
Nah,
perspective.
that's John. I'm. How old are you again?
I'm 33 now.
You 33 also. You kind of young, but I would say this times is a little different now. People look at it as creepy now, right? But back then, I feel like in my era and stuff like that, that was like a badge of honor. Like, yo, you pulled the older shorty. and stuff. And then even now it's like, okay, when you 19, 20, you got men or vice versa that's 20 years older. Like
Yeah,
you said your parents, right? Look at your parents.
yeah,
That would have been considered creepy, right?
yeah,
But it's a little different now, So I understand. And then it's like, nowadays people look at it and they're like, oh nah, like, she going to jail.
yeah. Immediately.
But back then, nah, you wasn't going to jail. It was like, yeah, we got you,
Yeah.
you know. So let's move forward. So now, have you ever been in trouble with the law? Have you
Yeah,
ever got that bad to where it's like, okay, the law had to get involved?
yeah. Was different. I had spent 3 years in county jail, but I was innocent. I never been convicted of anything. I fought the case. I've been absolved of all crimes, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? Just wrong place, wrong time. All it takes is one person to say you did something that you genuinely do, or you was there. That's all it takes. This is how Georgia law works. Georgia law work where if somebody say you did something, it don't matter what it is. They could have said you took a piece of bubble gum out the store. There's no camera footage. They're gonna lock you up, and you have the right to go to trial and clear your name. That's how they deal with it down here. So I had went through that situation. I came out stronger and better than ever, and now my foot on their neck.
So wait, no proof was needed. They could just go by word of
Nah,
mouth.
it was just a witness statement saying that I was there. It was just an allegation of somebody was saying that I was there, and I genuinely wasn't there.
Were you able to prove you weren't there?
Yeah, most definitely. About cell phone records, you know what I'm saying, witnesses.
Got you. Did you have a lawyer?
But no, I defended myself. I was pro se. I ain't trust nobody.
You
Cause
defended
the
yourself.
yeah, because the first lawyers that we talked to, they wanted 50,000. They wanted 50,000 off rip, and that was just to take the case. That wasn't even to go to trial. They wanted 30 more K, so they really wanted 80K. So I said, why should I give you 80K if I'm sitting on here telling you I'm innocent? You don't even have to do no work.
Right.
So I'm not crazy. So then when I reached out to the public defender office, they were talking about taking a plea deal. So I was like, no, I'm not taking no plea deal. I'm not pleading out to nothing I ain't do. I stand on my team. So then that's when I had went and took that on by myself. And through the grace of Allah, Allah, through the grace of Allah, I came out unscathed. Like I said, I came out a better person. It actually a time for me to self-reflect, to try to build myself up because I never conformed to that. I would never conform to that because you know how they say you get in there, you become that, and I never became that. I rose above that, and I helped a lot of people while I was in there. So that's why I feel like God placed me in that situation was to actually help people. It wasn't about me or what they were saying that I did.
Right.
He just put me in a situation where I could actually help people overcome their trial and tribulation.
Good for you.
What okay. What was your lowest moment?
My lowest point when my mother passed.
Thank goodness.
That was the lowest point of my life because at the end of the day, my mother was very intricate in my life, my children's life. Like my kids didn't call her grandma; they call her mom. Because I got 14-year-old twins, and they love her. They love her to death. Like that was their heart and soul. And that's something that everybody got to go through it. But I hate it for people when you go through it because that was the first time in my life I didn't know whether I was coming or going. I didn't know if I could make it through the day. It really it's painful. It really is because you can't pick up that phone and call. You can't go see them. You can't get that advice. You don't have that. When they say there's no love like a mother's love, that is facts.
100%. I don't know if Ro asked you this, but it's kind of like off subject. But how did you come up with the name Spend the Cash? Did anyone ask you that already?
Spend the cash. So my name is Spend the Cash because I spend the cash. I spend it how I want it, when I want it. Texas say I don't spend no cash, but she sure be hanging around though. She be hanging around. I must be spending something. But I was just saying, oh, Kiki none. Go check out Kiki board. I'm on it. But no, Spend the Cash came from, that's real life. You know what I'm saying? I really, to be honest with you, when I came on the app, I didn't even want to swipe. But they kept talking about that's your name. So I don't conform to people. I spend when I want to spend. But I can spend it. Don't get it twisted. I can run it up if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So when I first hit the app, and you could ask around. It was called a cash list. So I used to just go inside the lives, and I'm just sitting, I'm just chilling, I'm just talking. And so when somebody started talking that money talk, I hit the box. I'm like, all right, so whatever you put up, excuse me, whatever you put up right now, I double it. But I'm not gonna put it on the board. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it that way. You know, we can't say that word. And
Mhm.
so the cash list was created. So I used to go in people's lives and I used to send the cash, spend the cash. And I ain't asked for nobody phone number. I didn't ask for nobody to give me nothing. I ain't even want to hang out with you. I don't want your IG. I was just doing it because I was just showing I could do it. But also, I was blessing people who really genuinely, in my eyes, I felt like they needed it. And they needed a blessing because you never know how you can make somebody day by just being nice to them or just doing something for them without wanting anything in return.
Got
So
you.
you was the Cash App king.
I let the people decide.
So let's bring it up now.
Let me send you mine.
What was your first relationship?
That
How did you get into your first relationship? Would y'all meet? We want the background story.
so you talking about like the glass when I was a teenager, or you talking about my adult life?
Your adult life.
Okay, so my adult life, I was 18. I had literally just turned 18. I had went to job corps. My mother had sent me to job corps when I was 17. So I was up in Prestonburg, Kentucky. So then I came back home and I had came to stay with my sister.
Hmm.
So I was living with my sister, and then this how I met the mother of my twins. So I was just hanging out on the back porch. This when I was smoking weed, drinking. So I was just smoking weed. I used to sit out on the back porch every morning and smoke weed. It's like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I used to see her. She used to be in the curtains. I mean, she used to be in the window folding up her curtains. And I was like, man, who that is? So then one day, me and my homeboy, we was just walking, and a female came out her apartment, and he said, hey, you know somebody who want to buy some stuff? So then, you know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, but she like, my sister smoked. So then we went to the door. I ain't say nothing. I would let him do all the talking. I was just playing the back, just peeping the scene. So then, she was like, nah, I'm straight, whatever, whatever, whatever. But,
The
so
sis-
later on that day, uh,
the sister said she was straight.
yeah, no, the sister had on left. We was talking to her now at this point. But he was talking. I wasn't saying nothing. I was just playing the back. So she was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good. But y'all can come back any other time. I might want something. So I doubled back later on that day, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. I had went back over there. I was like, hey, you trying to smoke? And I was like, what a cigar? She said, you gonna pull up over here on me trying to smoke? You ain't got no cigar? What you got going on? I was like, all right, I'll be back. So I left and I had walked to the store, got a cigar, came back, smoked with it. We was just chilling, we was just talking. So then that wrapped that up probably about 7 or 8 o'clock. So later on that night, I had came back. It was probably about 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock that night. So we were chilling, we were vibing. She had a little baby. The baby was like 4 months old. So the baby was crying. So I had got the baby, you know what I'm saying? I had put the baby to sleep. Then I had stayed with her tonight, and I had stayed with her for about 13 years. That's how it started.
For
You
how long?
stayed with her for how long?
13 years. 13 years.
What?
Yeah, for real, for real.
That's your baby mama.
Yeah,
So she has one kid from someone else. And how many with you?
Two,
my
right?
twins. My
Twins.
twins, yeah.
Oh man. Boy, girls.
Yeah, boy and a girl.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. How did that moment feel? Take us to that moment when you found out she was pregnant. How old were you at that time?
I would be 19 at that time. I would have been 19. So when that happened, I was like, huh? You said what? She was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And we didn't even know it was twins. That was the crazy part. But she was like, I just had this baby. Should I have another baby? She was really like 50-50 because you gotta understand. See, she older than me. So when I was 17, 18, she was like 23, 24. So she got 6 years on me. So she was at a different point in her life. She was like, I don't want to mess your life up. She's like, I feel like you got potential to do so. Because I had scholarships when I came back from Job Corps. I had scholarships to go to college. So, but I couldn't, there was no such thing as reclassification back then. So I had to wait So during that time, like I said, I was just smoking, drinking, not really doing that productive with my life. So she was like, "No, you really got a chance to do something with your life, and I don't want to be stagnant in that, and I don't want to be in the way of that." So I said, "Nah, I'm gonna do this." I said, "I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to provide, to support you, to support my my child." Because at the time, like I said, we thought it was just one child. So then later on in the pregnancy, we found out it was twins, and everybody was just floored. Like, what? Twins? Two baby? Then I was like, twins? I said, oh man, thought I was just having one child. Now I'm having two. First go round, 18, just turning 19. I'm supposed to be going to college. I ain't got no job. I'm out here playing in the streets.
Mm.
I gotta get it together. So,
And did you
that's
together?
yeah, most definitely I got it together.
What
Yeah.
you begin to do?
So the first thing I did was I didn't have no employment history. So the first job I took was washing dishes at Applebee's. So I started washing dishes at Applebee's. Yeah, spending cash started at the bottom. Don't get it twisted. You gotta work hard.
We all
You gotta
do.
work hard. So I started
Right.
washing dishes, you know what I'm
And you
saying?
were 18 too, so you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, most definitely. So then I transitioned. I transitioned to working for it was this mom and pop restaurant that was real popular in the country. But they
Mhm.
started paying me some money, so I started doing that. And then I started, you know what I'm saying? I had other things going on at the time, so I just wasn't relying upon this income, just being real. So, I just started working various jobs, and then I had finally landed up on Renaissance, and they really paid a lot of money, a lot of money. So I was the one that you owe that money, I'm gonna come knock on your door. I'm
No,
gonna
you
come get your
was
stuff.
Oh, you was the collector.
Yeah, but this how I did it though. I come to you and I be like, hey, you owe $200. Just give me 50. I'm gonna fix your account. You keep that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Just do right. So that right there elevated me to a whole nother level because like I said, I feel like I'm people oriented and I feel like I can address people a certain way because it's always about respect. That they'll reciprocate that energy. And especially when I'm trying to do something to help them. So
right.
that really took me a long way within my career.
Okay. So you said that was Rent a Center, you said, right?
I'm sorry.
You said that was Rent a Center?
Yeah.
What was your next job after that?
SRG Global.
What is it?
It's called SRG Global.
What was that?
SRG Global. It's like a warehouse.
Okay.
So let's move forward. Now you have your kids. What I know the dynamics of your relationship had to change, right? I know you went through ups and downs. What was your hardest moment when dealing with your wife at that time as well as the kids?
Um, it wasn't so much. It was difficult because of them. It was difficult because of me and what I was doing. So I don't smoke, I don't drink. So I don't really have no vices. So with that being said, I was more of a flirt. I'm gonna talk to women, and I always had that going on. So the it was never her. It was never her. Hats off to her, all respect. But it was just me just dealing with multiple women.
Mm,
So that was the deal breaker was. Like I say, it's just so
gotcha.
many women.
Did she leave you because of that?
No, I she tried to, but she came back, and
She
I
tried
really
to.
okay. So now I got to give y'all the backstory. You know what I'm saying? I got to give you the backstory. So I have another child. I have a 4-year-old son. So it was
How old
like
are your twins?
the twins 14.
Okay.
Yeah, my son he 4. So for 6 years simultaneously, I was dealing with, as you would say, my wife and then my baby mom simultaneously.
So you was cheating on your wife.
Yeah,
For 6 years?
yeah,
Did she know? Did she find out within the
yeah, yeah. She did. Of course, she did. You
and
know the we y'all. Yeah.
still what did she say? How was she feeling about that?
No, of course she was hurt by it. I mean that anyone would be hurt because the question comes, am I not giving you enough at home? Huh?
No, I'm looking at Joe's comment talking about big dog.
Oh, but I'm just saying, of course, the women would ask. I mean, the women would come to you and ask, like, was I not enough? Was I not doing? They
Right.
started questioning themselves and their own, and
Oh,
that's what. Yeah, that wasn't what it was. That situation was never that. It was just I wanted to do what I wanted to do. No disrespect. It's all love. It's just I was being selfish, and I'm accountable for that. I was being selfish within a relationship because I was going out here talking to other women, seeking other women, but then I ended up having a child with this other woman. But like I said, she tried to leave, but she came back. And simultaneously at that point, that's when I started dealing with both of them. But that's because I was over here, I was taking care of her, and I was taking care of her. So I mean, at the same time, I was still taking care of my manly duties. Not saying that what I did was correct or is right thing to do, but at the same time, I was doing what I was supposed to do to make sure both of them were straight. So, you know what I'm saying? They had somewhere to cry. They weren't just crying and then worry about is the bills gonna be paid.
right. Are you
Man,
still in a relationship with your wife or your
Nah,
second baby mother?
no, I started dealing with both of them. Like I told them
Did you
it was
stop
that
dealing with both of them or did
yeah,
they stop dealing with you?
no, I started dealing with both of them because I told them it's not fair because of what I'm doing. And I said, y'all allow me to do it. So I mean, it's not fair to y'all. I'm tearing y'all apart and then y'all hate each other when neither one of y'all did anything to each other. I'm the common denominator and the problem. And then y'all allow me to do it. So I respect y'all and love y'all so much, but I'm not gonna tear y'all mental health down because then that's gonna start affecting our children. So I
right.
took a step back from everybody across the board and I just support them financially, mental health wise. They want to talk about something, they going through something emotionally. I'm gonna be there, but I take care of my children. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that, huh?
Did they move on or are they with new people in their life?
My 4 year old, she had my 4 year old mother. She got married, but the first, no, no, she ain't moved on. She don't deal with nobody.
I mean, your defense, you were super young because your twin's mother, that was actually like your real relationship, right? Your first real relationship. Okay. Is that the person you lost your virginity to?
No,
Oh, okay. And there's nothing wrong with it if that's the case.
no.
But
Look, you forgot about Gladys, but no, she wasn't even my first
oh,
either.
that's right. Oh, wait. You just said you and Gladys did smash.
Yeah, ace man.
Oh, they did smash. Okay. So that's what I was saying. I
Oh
was like,
yeah, yeah.
your defense, you were super young, but at the end of the day, you decided to have these kids, so you should have did right by the mom. But that's neither here nor there.
Uh,
You
like,
still
like I
smash.
said, I don't
ladies,
condone the cheating. It's not cool. It's not what's that. Because if you enter into a relationship with a person and y'all really sitting down, that person is giving themselves to you and they being vulnerable to you, where
Right.
you could inflict lifelong damage upon them. So you
Yeah.
have to take that serious. And like I said, I had to take a step back and I had to recalibrate and I had to evaluate. So that's why I am the man I am today. Because if I would have still been going on that path, I'd still probably be doing it today, and I probably still had 2 or 3 other baby mamas. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I had to do some real self reflect, and I had to recalibrate, like I said, and just try to approach it differently.
okay.
Yeah. Good for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to exclusive interview. If you're just walking in, we are interviewing Spend the Cash. Okay, in the next couple of minutes, you'll be able to take the box and ask your questions. I seen a couple of questions earlier. We could not ask those questions. We had to keep the ball rolling, but you will have your moment to be able to hit the plus sign, come in as a guest and ask your questions or type it in the comments. We will be answering the questions that's of the people that's coming in the box first. So you do not have to show yourself, but keep it to a 1 to 2 question minimum. Okay. So now spend the cash, right?
Yes.
What is the difference between spend the cash at the age of 20 versus spend the cash now?
Well, at the age of 20, I was aggressive. I didn't care. It was dangerous. I'm just not just saying that to say that. I really was a dangerous person because I was zero tolerance. It wasn't no talking. I went finna play with you. I'm gonna protect mine. And you know what I'm saying? If I don't deal with you, I don't deal with you. And you come incorrect, it's gonna be a problem. But now and also at age 20, I didn't have no understanding. I didn't have no concept of anybody else. It was always about me. So it was always a me, and I could never see anything from somebody else's perspective. But now as I'm older and I don't age, I really try to assess everything. I really try to process situations and what other people going through, try to put myself in their shoes
Mhm.
and, just dealing with people. I mean, but I'm pretty much just, I don't evolve. I evolve from 20 to now. It's
What would you
evolution.
what would you say is the factor that allowed you to change your perspective and your way of?
Well, I mean, just life. Just life because I've been a father since a young age. So in them 20s, I was in a precarious situation because I'm trying to lead a household and I don't know how. I'm just going off of what I seen from my dad. And that's just being brutally honest. I don't know how because technically we 17, 18, 19, we still children because we mentally haven't evolved to the capacity of what it takes to lead people and take care of people.
Right.
So in that situation, I would say life just like it was just life because it was so many twists and turns. And as when you so much time had went by and I just look back and just like, man, what am I really doing here? What am I accomplishing? What position am I putting my family in to win? Is it just about paying bills and because I got some money in the bank? No, it ain't about that. So that's when I started digging into my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Or, seeking God first and letting him lead me in all ways. And when I started going on to that path, that's when, like I say, everything really did change. It genuinely changed.
I heard you mention earlier Allah. So what made you choose the
So, growing up, my father was a deacon in the church. My mom be singing the choir, but they, I done read the Bible many times. I have read it many times. As a Muslim, we refer to the Bible. It's called the Injil. So in Arabic, it's Injil. That means you have to refer to the word, which is the gospel. It's the way, it's the light, it's the truth. That's why I say everybody be talking about Jesus. And I ain't just trying to get on top of it. I'm just trying to give you understanding why. So when it comes to Jesus, as a Muslim, we believe in Jesus. We believe in Jesus wholeheartedly. Jesus is mentioned more times in the Quran than the Prophet Muhammad. And with that being said, I just did my research and I always been an outside the box thinker. And I'm not saying nothing against Christianity. I love Christianity. I love everybody that partakes in Christianity and I respect them and I respect what you believe in and what your heart is because at the end of the day, it's all the same because it's all about treating people right, giving praise to God,
mm-hmm.
doing godly things, which is, what I'm saying, loving your neighbor, treating everybody with respect and love, tender care, trying to have everybody's soul not condemned to hell. But what really made me go into it was just the brotherhood. It's all about peace and prosperity. It's about charity. It's about uplifting the community. It's so many beautiful things about it that it really just drew my soul. And to be honest with you, I was asleep and in a dream I went into prostration. And this was even before I even took my shahada or before I even was knee deep into Islam. In my prostration, I had went down, my head had hit the floor, and then it's like God had spoke to me. And that right there it really just changed my life. And then that's when I started seeking it. But like I say, you would never know that I was Muslim because I don't carry it the way other people carry it because I respect other people because that is the way of Islam is. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I know that you believe in Christianity. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I done came in here in your service on Sunday. I don't even know if you noticed, but I still come in here and I still listen to the word because at the end of the day, it's the same word because the Quran is nothing but the book of Moses, the first five book of Moses. It's the same thing. It's aligned with it, but a lot of people don't know that because they don't take the time out to try to find out.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin to take questions from the audience. So if you have a question for Spin the Cash, please type it in the comments or more importantly, hit the plus sign and come in as a guest. Also, please do not be afraid to do exactly what Texas did. Support the stream, y'all. Support the stream. If you enjoying yourself, hit the gift box on the bottom and show some love, y'all, not just to me, but also to Spend the Cash, man, please. And thank you, and please. So, any questions from the audience?
I think someone had wrote earlier. I don't even know if I should say it, but it was like, you still smashing your baby mama?
No, both of them, even the one that married, She still be trying to push up, and I don't want to even go. Then my
Ooh,
first one was Toy. Both of them do. Both of them still want me, but I'm like, nah. I respect myself, so I respect y'all.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be part of that toxic. That's too much. Of course you are. I only know you. If it was another one, you would be sick.
He already listed his top three. He was nowhere in there.
Right. You were nowhere. I'm sorry, sis.
Girl, you should have came in earlier. You would have been in the list.
Started sweating when I asked that question. I was like, oh Lord. All right.
If
So
you keep your
any
vibe.
questions, y'all? Any questions, y'all type it in the comments right now or hit the plus sign coming as a guest if you got a question for Spend the Cash.
That's crazy. They typing all these questions during the show. Now it's their
Right.
time. They nervous.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they typically do. So
Yeah.
that's a no.
Spend the cash. All right. So a question from Joe. Spend the cash. If I wanted you to send you a link, would you accept it?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? As long as it ain't no weird shit. No, I'm sorry, no weird stuff or no funny business. No sexual content to my inbox. You good, bro?
That would be weird.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to clarify that. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to clarify that.
All right.
Anyone else? Okay, well,
Oh, okay. Okay.
my
That what's
question.
up, bro. But yeah, go ahead, man. Send it to my
Well,
IG.
actually, I'll ask two more questions. My first question before we wrap up the show will be: are you currently dating, seeing anyone? Got a little boo on the side? Anybody on the app? Oh,
Look.
oh my!
I mean,
Interested in anyone?
hmm.
I was gonna ask that. See, I helped you.
What was that? Hey.
No, someone said it was going to ask that.
Oh,
Count.
everybody want to know who spending cash on dealing with. I mean, hmm. Let's see the views go up. What? I mean, I got somebody I'm in love with, but I'm not gonna say their
Ooh,
name. Yeah, I'm
are
in
they on the
love.
app?
Woo, PNP. You heard that?
I'm in love with.
He,
Ooh, wee.
he in love, baby. He in love.
Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in
They on the
love.
app?
Is it with PNP?
Are they on the app?
Of course they is. It's PNP.
Babe, be quiet and stop putting words in people's mouths.
Is it PNP is the question.
Donna, please. It must be Texas.
Nah, that's
On the back.
Gladys.
Hey, look. You got access to PP, baby. You should just. You can just ask.
TP, I thought we was like this. What happened? All right.
Is
Anyway,
she in love too?
Whoever this woman is, of course she in love. I'm spending cash.
Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know he don't play about his PNP. So
you don't play about her.
with that being said, you know what I'm saying? And Gladys, aka Texas, is that old thing. He got that.
Yeah,
I'm
Texas didn't want to act right.
not Texas, okay? She
Texas didn't
sounds
want
like
to act.
that. So,
Not Texas didn't want to act right. I'm
Nah,
dead.
she didn't want to make me no T-shirts. Done with her.
oh shoot.
Okay,
All
so
right,
my last question
ladies
would
and
be
gentlemen, go ahead.
how did it feel opening up to myself role and as well as the audience?
I mean, I love it. I mean, what y'all doing is great. This actually give a chance. You know, it could be on. It makes somebody feel good that y'all actually want to hear their story. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all doing is great content. And then what y'all doing as as partners and how y'all doing this together is another great look. I'm saying it might be inspiring me to do something, maybe bring out that
Okay,
love partner I
maybe you
got,
hear
and
that
we
move.
might do something. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on because y'all didn't have to have me on. You know what I'm saying? And giving this platform for people to tell their story and for people to get an insight and a look within the trial and tribulations they had to overcome to get to this point today where they pressed their live. But yeah, I mean, like I say, Ro, you really dope. Donna, you dope. And y'all genuine people. You know what I'm saying? We all know Roll number one on the app, but when Roll be chilling in these streams that's not Roll Model Fresh, Roll just one of the homies. It ain't no the superstar. You got them fans. Oh my God, Roll. And no disrespect to that. You are a star. Be stand in your power. But when I see Roll, I'm like, what's up, Roll? Hey, Roll, what's up, Fitty Cat? It be
I
genuine,
was.
man. Cause there's a couple streams that I'd have been in, Roll on popped in, just chilling. Ain't no none of that. Oh, the star is here. I'm finna take over. Look at me. It be
kind of
genuine.
guys feel comfortable.
Yeah. So now y'all doing great things and make sure y'all go shop Amazon, Donna Cooks. Y'all need to be pressing them buttons.
Period. Let's
See what's
talk
going on
about
with that.
it.
Come on now, y'all need to be
About
pressing
it.
them buttons. Let's see what them
Okay.
waist trainers talking about. Let's go.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Jerk seasoning for
That down
spell.
jerk seasoning, RNL jerk seasoning, y'all.
Let's go.
Okay.
Press them buttons, y'all. Come on now.
With that being said, y'all, please shout out to Spin the Cash. Anything you want to promote?
Make sure and fave that man.
Before we get out of here, y'all. Show some love, man.
All right. Appreciate it. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, do you have any events coming up?
Yeah, y'all can catch me every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, the P&P show. Don't be late. The show is great. Pull up. It's always great content. You're gonna always catch me over there. You got Texas State of Mind show, Saturday, 6 p.m. Pull up. Texas is popping over there in Texas, y'all. Shout out.
I love
It's a
that
great
show.
show, great content. I like going on say it with your chest, but I don't. I only go when it's needed be. But hey y'all, I'm gonna be on Acting Out next Thursday. Not this Thursday, next Thursday. I'm on Acting Out. I got that coming up.
Someone he fuck with. Watch what's gonna happen.
And then we got July 28th, y'all. The hottest event to hit the app since the app was created. We got the twerk contest part 2 coming back. July 28th at 10 p.m. Eastern. I know Roll not gonna come because Donna not playing that. But you know what I'm saying? It's still all love, Roll. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
Don't
And,
worry.
hey, Donna.
Your show, Donna's giving me a private show. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I act like I'm
hey.
there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
I already got my outfit together.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. On the shows I got, you gotta talk to Texas and PNP because I don't know. They just tell me show up and I show up.
Period.
For real.
Now make sure and fave that man, spend the cash.
Yeah, and then hey, look, y'all look, y'all got. Hey, you doing great things with Acting Out. No cap with this show. I done came in here a couple times and peeped the scene. Like I said, I really be going everywhere. But hey, man, y'all doing a great job with everything y'all got going, and y'all opening doors for people on the app. Great presentation the other day, Ro. We all knew you was gonna win. It was crazy. I wish they would have brought me in with a twerk contest then, because it would have been more viewers for me to show off. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. For real. Thank you. Appreciate everybody who showed up today. I love y'all. I support y'all. We all in this together. Shout out Cash Gang. Cash Gang is not a family. It's a community. And it's all of us together trying to push each other to be better and help each other out. It's all love. But I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to get on the phone with my boo, see what's going on.
Oh, make sure I'm pick up P&P. Okay, girl.
Right?
I'm going to holler at y'all, man.
It is cut and clip beautiful guys for Spin the Cash, y'all. I don't know if Medusa, are you in here? I don't think Medusa did what he was supposed to do when he was supposed to do it or how he was supposed to do it. Because I believe we got another interview, guys.
Look, he just came in. Uncle Earl here.
I seen Jazzy in here earlier.